Dan Wagner is joining us. He is a photographer, artist, many different things, but you've brought some of your work with you today, and we'd love to see some of that.
Absolutely. I have short stories with some of this. This is simply the oh my gosh corner shot, and it's very much like a watercolor, the way I've decided to finish it. And this has been a popular little piece, but yeah, sorry about that. But
oh my gosh is just one of the things that people say.
Right, right. Oh yeah. Wow. And so I'm just going to get these kind of larger pieces out of the way. This one is the apple tree from next to the Mountain View Motel, which my grandmother used to own way back from the 60s into the 90s.
Ah.
And so this is one of the pieces that happened before some of the construction happened. So I will never be able to take this shot again because there's a big tank next to it and a bunch of different things.
Beautiful.
So I'm working with glass and nice wood on these. And so again, any pictures that people find on my profile, I can usually figure out, you know, a nice composition, a nice way to frame it out. Back in January, I wasn't a photographer yet, selling art, and this was the first piece that caught people's eye. It's Stony Brook. It was taken on New Year's Day 2022 with my phone, and I've sold I think 15 of these so far. And so typically I do signed and numbered so that it gets a little special.
Sure.
Limited to 44 for my 8x20s, which are kind of my go-to platform for making sure that the resolution's going to work, and so a lot of these get sold. That being my first piece, I decided, oh, I'm just going to start making a whole bunch of different parts, different prints, and so this one right here became. I do these in acrylic, 20 by 30.
That's great.
And yeah, and I have people hanging these in their office space, and they just love thinking about coming, you know, to the snow. And so, yeah, this has been a great seller. And that was all starting in January. And as demand increased.
Is that Cathedral Pines?
Yeah, that's actually right down on the trails there.
Yeah.
And I have some really nice stuff from that same photo shoot. I did 3 days, negative 14 degrees, right after a snowstorm. The sun's coming in and the wind's coming, you know, knocking the snow off the trees intermittently. And so
it's so vivid, you can almost smell it.
I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Show us more.
So I have basically the Sugarloaf collection coming up next here, and so this is from last fall, this past fall, and you'll notice that there's some hare's foot clover in the corner here in the foreground. I'm big about providing some depth to it, but so that's our Sugarloaf in the peak of fall. I really like this one a lot. I've been working with stack photography, so it takes a whole bunch of different pieces on a grid and picks the most in focus part and merges them all into one shot. So everything in that particular composition is just beautifully in focus. And so I have 3 more real quick here. This one is what I call sherbet loaf. And so sometimes in the morning we get that pink.
Yeah.
And so this one, someone hanged this on a burgundy wall, and it just popped. I just couldn't. If you have a burgundy wall, pick one of these up.
Nice.
And I have one more Sugarloaf, I think, here. Oh no, 2 more. So this one is. Give me a guess.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's
Spring?
not. Oh my gosh.
Spring?
It's the outdoor center.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was
So
guessing the
that's the one
season.
I-
Of course, right, the
But,
pond.
oh, I love this one. So I'll be making more of these
So,
for sure.
you know, it doesn't look that frozen, so.
No. Yeah, this is springtime.
Spring, yeah.
Yep, so lots of snow left, but not down there. And
That's a great shot.
I love this one. So these will be available. I'm going to do 1 foot by 3 foot shots of these, canvas, metal, acrylic. I love working on different platforms, and it's fun to see the art realized, you know, made into something physical that you can hold, and it's different. You look at something on your phone,
Yeah.
and it can be pretty low resolution and look great. The second you start trying to blow that thing
Yeah.
up, the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And so this is my other and my last one of the Sugarloaf stuff that I have to show today.
Beautiful.
And this is a January shot with the snowmaking.
Guns a-blazing.
And this one I think is up to probably 11 or 12 sold of this particular 8x20. I'm chomping at the bit to get the old 1 foot by 3 foot thing going on with this kind of thing too.
Tell us what your Facebook address is again.
Facebook, I'm Dan Wagner,
Yeah.
AKA Stephen Barry Jr., my legal name. Everyone's known me as Dan Wagner ever since I was little. So, long story, I won't get into it right now. Maybe you'll have me
Okay.
back sometime.
Yeah.
And so, do I have time to show?
Well, we won't have time to show them all, but it looks like you do have everything on the Facebook page right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And anything that you've seen here today, obviously you can contact you through Facebook. And it's great. It's a great amount of work that you have brought with you today.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we could do a half-hour
There's
special.
some beauties in there.
Well, Dan, thank you for coming,
No
and of
problem.
course the keychains as
Oh,
well.
yeah. These little
very,
doodads, I
very
don't know
nice.
Looks
like
yeah.
Kind of ET-ish in the
Yeah,
smaller
that's
print like
what I
that.
get a lot
Yeah.
is the bike and everything. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to make some bling. I've been doing shot glasses for Shoot
Yeah.
the Moon shot glasses. This one
Right.
has both of the images on there, and something for the fans of Supermoon that don't feel like they can fork over the,
Yep.
the 150 for the framed and matted.
Well, some great stocking stuffers for some
Absolutely.
artwork for the wall. Thanks, Dan. We appreciate Dan
Thank you
Wagner
for
joining
having me.
us. And some beautiful photos there. You can find more on his Facebook page.